Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? Well, we're in the middle of Paya. That's where we are. And we are wiggling and we are waggling our way down to the lower coast road. So that's the road that joins Paphos town to the Paya area. And we're going to come out across to Coral Bay. But of course, we're going to take a left and we're going to head back to Paphos town. So, look at that weather. Wow, what can you say? It's a little bit damp, it's a little bit breezy, and to be honest, it's a little bit cold. 8.5 degrees. Did you hear that, Miss Dawn? 8.5 degrees. Even Miss Daisy's going, brrr. Oh my goodness. And Mr. Bo the dog, I'll bet, is going, brrr. The only one who probably doesn't mind is Mr. Sean, because he's probably got to go to work and do a bit of walling and all that kind of stuff. Very impressed with the walling that's going on in the harbour area. I know that, that's for sure. So, who's on the sofa today? Let's go and have a quick look, because the girls, you know, Miss Vivian and Nessie, they're raring to go. There's plenty of cakes and there's plenty of tea brewing and there's coffee getting ready. And of course, the Gubarus, they are waiting to, well, get ready to serve. They're going to run up and down like lunatics. That's Sir Simon and Sir Jeremy Payne. They've been recruited, and of course their job is to keep everyone nourished during the breakfast show. So, who's on the sofas? Let's go and have a look. Let's see who's there. Well, Miss Andrea, she's there with Mr. Mark. We are frantically trying to find those biscuits, Miss Andrea, but please accept our apologies. We can't find them in Cyprus at the moment. So, will a humble hobnob or perhaps a slice of cheesecake do? Hopefully it will. And a nice cup of tea to wash it down with, that's for sure. Viking Ronnie, well, all the way from Israel, all the way over to Denmark, and now he's sitting back, and of course we are making him a rather nice sipper of coffee, and you're going to wash that down with a nice little chilled glass of water, and perhaps he's going to have a vanilla flavoured cheesecake today. Mr. Allen, well, knock on the treadmill, because, well, get your cagoule on if I was you as well. Put your Marika and Me sunglasses on, your Marika and Me hat, just to keep the breeze and the dampness away. And, well, we're up and down, but mainly on the flat, so knock it up to 3-4 mile an hour, and you'll probably be all right. And we'll see if we can get you a slice of walnut cake and perhaps a cupcake of your choice. You've got to shout louder. You've got to say, Sir Jeremy, Sir Simon, please, please, please. And, of course, they'll come running over to you, and, well, they're two very, very polite boys indeed. And if you get any cheek out of them whatsoever, you let Miss Vivian know, and she's going to whip the life out of them, that's for sure. And I've no doubt that Miss Nessie will pop 1 or 2 little bits of pellets out of her shotgun straight into their yuppers, that's for sure. There we go. Right, come on, let's go and have a look who else is on the sofa. Well, Miss Anna, all the way from snowy Poland, she's joining us this week, and she's finding out on a fact mission what's it going to be like at the end of April when they come out for the holiday in Cyprus. Well, I can promise you it's going to be absolutely spectacular, Miss Anna. Absolutely spectacular. And you're going to have a great, great holiday indeed. And thanks for the coffee. David and Karina, again, I think you live in Paphos, don't you? Or you're here on holiday anyway, because you were in the harbour the other day. Again, thank you for the coffee. Very, very much appreciated. And, well, if you're in Paphos today, well, what can I say? It's a bit damp, it's a little bit windy, and they've forecasted it pretty much all day. So, what can I say? It's not, well, it's not in the brochure, is it? It doesn't tell in the brochure that we're going to get rain. In the brochure it says 364 days of sunshine. That's what it says. It says the sun comes out and beams down and cooks Cyprus every single day, but not today. So, sit back and relax in the warmth of the nice kitchen area on the sofas and have a chin whack, have a chat, because there's quite a lot going on. You've got Richard Davis, my business strategist, he's on the sofa, and of course his beautiful wife, yes, Miss Julie, she's in town as well, and of course that means that Mr. Leo is walking around, and you've got a zapper, and anyone who tries to attack or kill Mr. Paul, he's going to zap the life out of them, that's for sure. And then, of course, double trouble. Sir Simon and Sir Jeremy are going to chuck him in the boot. Who are we talking about? Could be Mr. Doug. You never know. It could be, because he's looking for a murder victim, isn't he, for his book. He's still looking for ideas, by the way. And he's looking for that perfect hotel to have that perfect wedding where he wants to murder the groom. So it does sound a bit fishy, to be honest. I think most of the people are right. I think, Nigel, I think you are right. I think you're definitely right. I think he does want to kill me. And I think there's 1 or 2 people that want to kill me as well. So I don't know why. perhaps I'm a nasty person. Who knows? I don't think I am. I think most people think I'm quite nice. Last night we were out with John and Louise, and they are the barn hawks, and they moseyed on down to Paphos. They've been here, well, 10 days. They go home on Sunday. No, Saturday, sorry. They go home on Saturday. So we're going to see them again on Friday night, and we'll well, go somewhere and have a bite to eat or something like that, have a bit of a chin wag, and they give us some views of what they think we should do and what they think we shouldn't do, and so forth and so forth. Absolute superstars. Again, been with us way right from the start, to be honest. We go hunting back for the barn hawks, and John and Louise, absolute stars amongst stars. So they're on the sofa, and get to know them, because they really are nice people. They're originally from Preston, and now they live in Lancaster. Absolute superstars. They've got an apartment in downtown Tomb of the Kings, and they're thinking about retiring to Cyprus in about 3 years' time when Mr. John retires. So, well, Cyprus is quite simply waiting for you, that's for sure. So, feast your eyes and digest that weather. Spectacular weather indeed. Roger, hang on to Miss Anne, because, well, it's a bit of a stormy day in downtown Paphos. That's all I can say. Jamie, I don't know what you're having today. It could be a chicken sandwich, chicken and mayo sandwich. And again, we don't know what time of day you're watching us, because you're one of these people that flips around. You must be on shifts or something like that. A bit like Daniel Mahoney. So Daniel Mahoney, he wants a coffee, and I think he wants a bit of sugar, and I think he wants a scone with jam and cream, or it could be a scone with jam and no cream. Or it could be cream first and jam after. That's the question, isn't it? And should that milk go in the tea before or after? That's another important question. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Anyway, on that note, if you like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and want to come back for a little bit more of the Breakfast Club insanity. And if you really want to watch the channel grow, help the channel to fund, shall we say, go through to our About page, where you could consider buying a coffee or two, because obviously that's how the channel is funded. It gets changed into coffee when we need a coffee, and of course most of the time it goes in benzene in the tank, which is liquid petrol, which allows us to drive around and make these videos for you. And if you want a special video with your name on it, well, you know what you have to do. Again, click through to the About page, buy us a cup of coffees, and tell us where you want to go, and that video will be coming very soon indeed. Anyway, oh so sweet Caroline, Lady Caroline, get your jumper on the memory foam pillow, because this is one of the worst parts of road in the whole Paphos. And poor Lord Nigel, another quick Nigel Big Guns cocktail, just to make, well, the ride that little bit smoother. And just on the other sofa over there, you got Dame Anne, and she likes to have a porn star martini, or as we call it, a Dame Anne special. And she's got one of these porn stars either side of her, just to keep her that little bit warm on these damp mornings all the way out there in Hartlepool. And hopefully your weather's better than our weather, Dame Anne. Hopefully it is, because I don't think our weather can get much worse than this. Although, to be honest, the greyness is starting to fade a little bit. So where are we now? Well, downtown Kassonaga. That's where we actually are. People who follow the channel now probably understand this road. It's a non-stop road from the Paya area, and if you stay on this road, wiggle and waggle along it, you will end up in the Tomb of the Kings area, which is downtown Paphos. So the next area we're going to come into is going to be sort of Ploricary-ish, shall we say. And there's one or two hotels and restaurants there. Of course, at this time of year, not much is open. We're in February, if you're curious to know. And in my opinion, February is probably the dampest, coldest, bleakest month. It's not that bad, don't get me wrong, but it's probably the worst month overall. It can be quite windy. But hopefully, I know Miss Andrea now is sitting there going, what? But hopefully, Miss Andrea, next week they have forecasted much better weather, because they understand that you and Mart are coming into town. Now, talking about Miss Andrea and Mr. Mart, they've got a YouTube channel. Go and hunt in the search bar on YouTube and put in Andrea and Mart, and you get to see them wiggling and waggling around the lanes and the city of Norwich in Norfolk. And a fascinating channel, I think, and I think it's going to get better and better. So please give them a bit of support. Go through, you know, perhaps not watch all the videos, go and watch one or two halfway through, or watch them all, why not? And then hit the like, and why not subscribe? Give them a bit of encouragement, and perhaps leave a comment and say, can you go to the castle, can you go to the cathedral, that sort of stuff, because Martin has got a great knowledge, and he really has. And I think that when Miss Andrea chuckles in, I think it's funny. So I think they're going to be stars of YouTube. So please go over to their channel and have a look and leave my comment. And we've got other people who've started a channel, but at the moment I don't think they're live. So we've got Miss Nessie, yes, she's one of our superstars in charge of tea and coffee and cakes. Well, her and Mr. Andrew, her husband, her partner in crime, again have started a YouTube channel. And well, when they go online, we're going to promote them as well, because why not go and have a look and see. Leave a comment. Please don't leave any bad comments, whether you like it or not, doesn't matter. I mean, you can come on our channel, you know, we get the odd one that leaves a nasty little comment or a self-opinionated comment, and that's fine. We don't really care. What you think you gain from it, Mr. Paul R, I don't know. But I've noticed at the moment you're deleting them. If you don't like us, don't watch us. It's very simple. And if you want to have a word with me in the harbour, if you're anywhere around, come over and say hi, because, you know, we don't mean any harm to anyone. If you don't understand that most of the things that we do are done in jest and in fun, and most of the people that we interact in think we are quite funny and they get on with us well. If you've taken offence, well, that's up to you. But I'm pretty sure that most people would meet you and they'd probably take offence from you as well. Anyway, that's the rant over. Now, who's in charge of the driving? Who's directing us in this way and that way? Well, I think his name is Mr. Kenny. Are you listening, Mr. Kenny? Your birthday's coming very soon. Now, if your father, Paul, and your mum, who's all the way from Crete, Nicole, tell us when your birthday is, guess what? We may make a special video especially for Mr. Kenny. Yes, we will. So, don't forget, Paul, Nicole, please drop it in the comments, because he sounds like an absolute little superstar, and we think that perhaps he should have a very special Marika and me edition. So drop it in the comments and let us know when it is. Sally Briers, I know it's your birthday sometime this week, because you did mention it, but you never told us what day it was. So anyway, happy birthday to you, and hopefully Mr. Matt has booked the holiday, because if not, well, we're going to have to fly over to Northampton and have a little chat with him. And while we're there, we'll pop in and see so sweet Lady Caroline, and of course my gun barrow Nigel Law, big guns. And then we'll pop over to Shropshire, because I want to have a quick drive around in my mate Mr. Andy's blue BMW, and I'm going to see if I can waggle its rear end that little bit more than him. And of course, die of laughter as I sit, cuddle Leo the dog, and JJ, my tonic, is going to make me die, I think. Anyway, where are we? We're in downtown Paphos, that's for sure. That's what the sign says. And as you can see, we've had a great welcome from the weather. The rain is getting heavier and heavier. So I think I'm going to say thanks for watching. And of course, if you do like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Look at that for a flood. There we go. The drains can't cope. And the car behind me, well, no anticipation. He almost decided to kiss me in the jumper. But there we go. Welcome to Cyprus. There you go. I think you want to watch us suffer today. So if you want to watch this video over and over again, please do. Because the weather in downtown Paphos today is absolutely Sherlock Holmes. To give you a couple of bearings as we come in, you may have noticed there's a blue, yellow and red sign that says Lidl. That's Downtown Lidl Supermarket. Across the road is the 5-star luxury Venus Beach Hotel, and everywhere we go there are puddles and there's an awful lot of rain. It reminds me of home, the green grass of Wales. Thanks for watching.